next question, Mr. Fisher is going to answer first. He has 1 minute to answer this question, and then Mr. Hussain will have a minute to answer it, and then Ms. Fisher will have a 20-second rebuttal, and then Jafar, Mr. Hussain will have a 20-second rebuttal. The question is there anything that is true yet cannot be proven by the scientific method? In other words, must all truth be empirically testable? Mr. Fisher.
Yeah, all truth is subject to reason, and so in essence the scientific method is really just a way of saying we're going to work through something logically. We're going to ask a question, we're going to go ahead and set up a series of questions, maybe some tests or experiments, to determine whether the proposition or the question being asked yields the results that we expect or not. And based on doing those tests over and over again, we decide what is true in response to that question, or that mystery that we're investigating. And you do that in a way that is hopefully objective, although as human beings we're fallible, and sometimes we draw the wrong conclusions from looking at the exact same evidence. And so, yeah, there are things that are not empirically tested that we know are true. Jafar and I both acknowledged at the beginning that we believe that there is a God, and He is the creator behind all of life. And therefore, we both believe something that cannot be tested empirically, and it's not, in other words, in the lab here at school. You're not going to be able to test that with scientific instruments. If God is supernatural, you cannot test Him through the scientific method, which is about the natural world. And yet we have reason, logic. We know that truth cannot contradict itself, and therefore we can discover things and know whether they are true or not based on our experiences, and by putting one truth up against another.
Mr. Fisher, that's 1 minute.
I would agree with very much what Mr. Fisher says. The old adage does go that you can't put God under a test tube. So you can't test the supernatural. So there are supernatural things that are true, can't be tested with science.
Okay. Mr. Fisher, you have a 20-second rebuttal.
I think I know where Jafar's coming from. It sounds like he believes what I believe. I think as we go through this, though, we'll find that we do differ a little bit on that point. That at some points Jafar's more of a naturalist than what he acknowledged here.